Hai semuanya. Hari ini aku mau lanjutin Disco ELYSIUM. Oke, aku mau lanjutin lagi. Apakah sebaiknya muka aku di sini biar lebih nyaru sama karakter ya. Tapi kita takut kagak ya udah nggak apa-apa ya. Kelihatan. Ini nggak nutupin ini. Oke. Jadi cek dulu dah udah live apa belum, bentar ya. Cek bentar, takut error lagi ntar kayak kemarin. Sedih. Cek dulu apakah sudah. Oke, aman guys. Ya, lanjut ya. Oke, jujur aku lupa terakhir kita ngapain, tapi kita coba dulu. Lihat tas dulu dah. Duh, lightingnya nutupin bentar ya. Dah. Open trash container. Minta close the water lock on Wednesday. Sekarang hari apa? Gue kagak tahu sekarang hari apa. Fishing competition. Getting the body down. Access the harbor and ask for Efrat Claire's help. Ke harbor berarti ke ibu-ibu yang kemarin ya. Lupa lagi gue yang mana itu. Pay for damages. Iya lagi ngambilin duit. Track down your badge. Joyce info on the lynching. Oke, victim tattoo. Who made the call? Keep searching for the caller. Track down your gun. Oke. Kita harus ngapain nih? Gue ngobrol sama Mas Indi dulu dah. Kita mau ngaku aja ya, kita nggak inget apa-apa.
He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
Astagfirullah.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes.
Nothing. Ya udah, kita minta tolong ya. Tadi minta tolong sama Efrat Claire's help. Masalahnya ya, aku tuh lupa Efrat Claire's itu tuh siapa gitu loh. Aku nggak tahu. Mau Google dulu deh Efrat Claire siapa sih? Efrat Claire. Kita belum ketemu dia. Kita harus ke... Oh, oke. Kayaknya dia ketua union. Baiklah. Lagi. Udah nahan mau main ini seminggu nggak jadi karena minggu ini sibuk banget. Sedih. Sore Kak Cherry, gimana weekendnya? Hai Jen, hello. Weekendku alhamdulillah sejauh ini menyenangkan. Aku akhirnya bisa main game ini karena aku dari minggu kemarin pengen main tapi nggak bisa nggak kejar. Jadi ya udah. Sangat. Gimana Jen? Apa kabar kamu? Hari Sabtu ini apakah menyenangkan? Apakah kamu sempat istirahat dan sempat bermain atau apakah sibuk? We have a right to work. The man yells towards the harbor gate. His voice is the loudest. Nggak apa-apa tanya.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else. So dia gede banget. Halo Ensar Gaming Kak, tiba-tiba aku melayang menembus lapisan apa? Aduh, random banget. Ensar apa kabar? Selamat datang. Kata aja alhamdulillah weekend ini saya habiskan dengan turu the The best adalah tidur siang. Nggak gini ya, bayangkan ini adalah weekend, paling enak itu adalah bangun, abis itu makan, atau sebelumnya mandi, sebelum atau sesudah makan nggak apa-apa. Terus habis itu tidur lagi, itu tuh hal terindah di dunia ini guys.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Kata Ensar, Kak, pembantu ternyata disewakan oleh bank ya. Emang kenapa? Emang kenapa Ensar? Emang kenapa? Betul banget, kayak cherrieyaki, ya kan? Nikmatin tiduran ini guys. Oke, aku mau ini dulu. Kamu kesini mau berantem? Enggak, Pak.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together.
Kayaknya ini bukan orang yang harus aku cari deh.
Builds confidence.
Tapi mending ngobrol dulu ya, mumpung udah ngobrol minta ngobrol dulu. Emang kenapa Ensar sampai banyak bank cabang pembantu? Baik. Ibril, dari 1 sampai 10 aku taruh 8 karena unexpected. Ibril. Halo Bang. Cher suruh Bagir main Monster Hunter lagi sama gue. Dia lagi demen main yang lain, tapi ntar gue panas-panasin ya, siapa tahu dia mau main. Kali-kali aja. Tapi aku tidak berjanji ya Bang ya, susah sekali. Kak, sebenarnya kalau bangun tidur tuh gak boleh minum air sekali. Emang kenapa? Harus berkali-kali. Bukannya kalau bangun tidur harus ya minum air biar pipis, biar keluar semua itu toksin yang sudah diproses pada saat kita tidur. Ini pasti bercanda, aku tahu, cuma ini cukup segelas aja. Yang ini aku rate 6 dari 10 karena tidak seibril sebelumnya ya. Segayung aja gue mau share sekali. Oh, sekali. Kalau sekali, guys. Belum connect nih, aku belum connect ya. Aku baru bangun tidur siang, habis itu makan. Sama kayak Jen ya, tidur. Langsung diberikan bercandaan bertubi-tubi yang dimana aku harus bisa follow up, oke? Sekali beneran sih banjir kalau sekali 3 uang ya nggak, Bang Ensar? Sekali 3 uang, ya nggak? Lucu nggak? Itu aku kasih diriku sendiri 3 dari 10 karena kurang. Bentar ya, aku mau nego dulu sama bapak-bapak sebentar. Jadi dia kayaknya strike breaker. Kan di sini orang lagi pada mogok kerja. Nah, dia yang pengen kerja. Sebenarnya kita tidak boleh berpihak pada orang-orang seperti ini karena tujuan mogok kerjanya jadi tidak bisa tercapai. Jadi aku sebenarnya nggak terlalu mau deket sama dia. Tapi mungkin mereka mau bantu. What kind of cause are we talking? I don't think I've chosen. Regardless, I have some question for you. Nanya aja ya. Numpang AFK Cher, siap. Makasih ya Bang. Semangat ya Bang. Maybe you should ask them the questions like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Apa sih? Like dulu halo Bang Rudi. Halo, terima kasih sudah like. Halo juga Ahmad, selamat datang lagi. Welcome back. Pak, saya ngerti Bapak mau kerja, tapi namanya mogok kerja, kalau kerja sendiri Bapak namanya caper.
So do we, Scott.
I want to get into the harbor too. Where is a strike? Gue tahu sih strike apaan. Who are all these strike breakers? What exactly is your goal?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, but try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Ya udah, mungkin kita alhamdulillah sudah memiliki informasi itu ya, jadi tidak apa-apa.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And is trained. I
Dan
don't
dia
know how the
takut.
Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers,
Aduh,
not fighters.
jawabannya tidak ada yang sesuai dengan yang aku ingin. Aku pengen udahan aja.
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Apa sih? Cherry Miku,
It
waalaikumsalam.
would be better
Ungs,
for the
welcome.
neighborhood if
Terima
you
kasih
went
sudah
home, at
datang.
least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
Waalaikumsalam, Unge. Oh, dia menjawab sendiri, guys. It would be better for the if you went home. At least for now, you can get it anyway. Bener
No.
sih.
They will give up eventually, or
Or
get
get
drunk.
drunk.
Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Udah dah, kita ngomong ke orang salah ya. Tadi aku izin Google dulu karena di sini tuh kita pokoknya aku pengen nurunin jasadnya dulu, boleh nggak? Pengen nurunin jasad supaya dia tidak bergantung di pohon seperti tidak berkepri kemanusiaan, guys. Aku pengen nurunin, terus aku harus minta tolong sama Everard Claire's help, cuma aku tidak tahu dia siapa dan ada di mana. Jadi coba kita naik dulu, siapa tahu. Dia ada di atas sini. Naik, bos. Sini, bos. Sore, Kak. Halo, Bang Cing, apa kabar? Bang Cing, apa kabar? Sini, Pak. Ayo, Pak. Naik, Pak. Buruan. Buru, sini. Kita harus buru-buru. Bang Cing, apa kabar? Bagaimana weekendnya sejauh ini? Looking monolithic. Waduh, serem banget. Your head's amazing. Oh, dia kayak ladies man gitu ya, banyak yang suka sama dia.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Oke. Kenapa dia tiba-tiba bacain ramalan astrologi?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Oke.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Iya sih.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Weekendnya sejauh ini panas kah? Di rumah aja, Dem. Aku setuju ya. Kirain musim hujan akan mulai, tapi ternyata belum, guys. Mungkin sama, mirip daerahku sama daerahnya Cing ya. Tapi ya namanya juga. Sejujurnya ya, aku sampai nggak nafsu mau keluar saking panasnya tahu. Pokoknya harus di atas jam 4 kalau mau keluar, guys. Kalau siang-siang no. Gimana weekendnya, Kak? Alhamdulillah menyenangkan. Hari ini aku bikin nasi goreng, tidur siang, ngobrol-ngobrol sama Bagir. Terus, kucingku hilang. Jadi kita habis muter-muter komplek dikit nyari kucing. Katanya ada yang lihat. Jadi aku lagi nunggu kabar di WA. Semoga ketemu ya teman-teman. Kalau enggak, tapi nggak apa-apa. Karena tadi aku ke gang ya. Terus, jadi itu kan aku nanya di grup komplek. Lihat nggak nih kucing aneh gitu. Nah terus ada yang bilang, oh Kak kelihatan nih di gang B gitu. Nah terus tadi ke gang B lah, rumahnya bagus-bagus. Jangan-jangan kucing saya mencari hajat hidup yang lebih baik ya teman-teman ya. Mungkin kalau di rumah aku dia cuma makan meo, jarang dimandiin, jarang nyalain AC. Mungkin itu kayak aduh kepanasan, aku perlu mencari tempat yang lebih buji. Jadi aku kalaupun dia ternyata pergi meninggalkan aku untuk hajat hidup yang lebih baik, aku ridho dan ikhlas ya teman-teman. Aku kayak ya udah sih nggak apa-apa gitu. Nama aku Stacy by the way. Ya udah Stacy nggak apa-apa gitu. Aku senang, Cherry senang Stacy sekarang punya kehidupan yang lebih baik dan lebih memenuhi kebutuhannya Stacy. Kalau keluar siang pas balik berasa nyawa tinggal setengah, mending setengah cing, seperempat tuh tinggal seperempat. Terus kudu ngademnya 3-4 jam. Jadi ngademnya bukan sejam habis itu dingin enggak. Jadi cooling downnya tuh 4 jam. Nyawa baliknya juga 4 jam. Jadi gitu, ya kan? Ya kan, semoga cepat ketemu kucingnya Kak. Terima kasih ya Cing, terima kasih banyak.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
My body is unimportant aja. Kayak apa? Mohon maaf, kita di sini bukan buat adu jotos atau adu otot, tapi permisi mau lewat ya. Permisi mau lewat.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to alcohol.
Oh, maksudnya alkohol. His face contours in disgust as if he were smelling a dead
You
rat.
reek of it. An invisible
Algul
sword
tuh alkohol,
of
guys. Algul itu
emerges
alkohol.
from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Tiga atau 5 ya. Aku nggak mau nanya-nanya soal. Aku nggak mau gampang ke distract tentang alkoholismnya si bapak ini, karena pengen nurunin jasad dulu. Fokus kita menurunkan jasad. Kucingnya merantau pulang-pulang bawa suami. Wow, mungkin ya, kita nggak tahu ya guys. Siapa tahu dia pulang-pulang membawa suami, udah bawa anak, tapi nggak bisa bawa anak karena dia sudah disteril. Tapi ya mungkin sesi merantau untuk mencari jodoh, kita juga nggak tahu ya. Aku kangen sih, rumahku jadi sepi banget, nggak ada kucing guys. Tapi ya udah lah ya, kalau dia ternyata kehidupannya lebih senang mah nggak apa-apa. Aku mungkin siapa tahu ada kucing lagi yang datang ke rumah dan mau jadi kucing aku. Antara 3 atau 5, tapi aku lebih 3.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Waning artinya apa sih? Oke,
Show him the ham still got it.
nggak mau. Actually, the ham sandwich race still has it in them. I am the police and I need you to comply now. The reserves I need you to. 3 aja, kita jadi orang baik ya.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup
Kenapa dia
is
amat ya,
You were
mungkin
once
ini
a
salah satu
noble
bentuk trauma
and
response
powerful
dari
race.
white supremacy kali ya. Jadi nggak tahu deh, aku aja nggak tahu ini race-nya bapak ini apa. Aku tidak mau berasumsi ya, aku tidak mau berasumsi. Begging for help, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. Pokoknya dia kayak ngatain ras kita ya, si babang ini. You're once a noble and powerful race.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity,
ngomongin.
and
Berarti kita orang
powerful
kulit putih
weapons
ya.
of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Aku merasa nggak tahu deh, ini tone
You
bicaranya.
dominated lesser cultures,
Iya,
like
benar.
the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Iya, ini adalah sebuah trauma response dari white supremacy ya teman-teman. Which work, setuju, tapi kayaknya aku tidak ada kapasitas untuk memberikan komen apa-apa di bagian ini karena kalau boleh jujur aku mau fokus sama objektif aja. Oke, maaf ya, ini uncharted territory buat aku ngomong secara publik tentang hal ini, tapi aku tidak setuju bahwa white people is a powerful race. Semua race itu sama ya teman-teman ya, tapi mereka memang sudah melakukan hal-hal yang negatif. Aku bingung kenapa. Nah, baru mau bilang nggak mau komen, sekarang komen kayak kenapa dia. Ya ini trauma respons sih, maksudnya yang disebutin di sini kan emang jelek semua gitu ya. Eugenics itu jelek, race theory itu jelek, tapi bercampur dengan electricity dan mau fokus. Oke, fokus.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Iya pak, iya benar
It
pak.
is, baby, yeah. You know.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Ih, tapi gue takut digebukin dah sama bapaknya. Kita digebukin gak ini?
This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
his superiors inside tuh di mana? Gue kagak tahu superiornya yang mana. Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way. You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get the corpse down from the tree. It was your people who put that. You should get it down. This is going nowhere. Aku merasa aku mau coba sekali lagi, terakhir lagi, habis itu udah. Aku nggak mau adu keras kepala sama bapak ini, oke? Oke.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize
Oh,
you.
kayaknya.
When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Oh iya, ya ini sebuah trauma response. Bener, dia kayaknya mau membalas dendam apa yang rasnya bapak ini dalam kasus ini adalah kita ya sudah lakukan ke mungkin negaranya dia atau orang-orangnya dia ya.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Coba deh aku mau lihat dulu tadi suggestionnya apa sih. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative. Jadi kita bisa masuk ke dalam gedung.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
His gaze wanders over the whirling roof to the yard. Oke. Masa gua kagak tahu itu apaan, Pak? Whirling roof tuh apa, Pak? Kagak ada namanya. Bisa masuk sini nggak kita? Kan kagak bisa juga ini. Terus kita kudu ngobrol sama siapa? Mungkin di sini. Bingung guys. I'm not a scab.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Oh, orang ini baik. Aku suka bapak ini. Aku suka bapak Maniana ini. I'm looking for a system with that body situation. I'm a bit short of money. What's the strike about? I've come to marry together. I'm looking for a system.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist up there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Stop. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
Okay.
Or you could convert to a Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Got it.
Sure. Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have
Maniana
all
nggak
sorts
mau
of gadgets these days.
bantuin.
Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? I get it. hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Alhamdulillah. Oke.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Oke. Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Oke, berarti kita harus ngobrolin race theory lagi sama si bapak yang tadi ya, si Hammerhead ini ya. Kalau nggak salah, ingat namanya. Mending berdebat daripada adu jotos, oke guys. Kalau sama bapaknya, mantap.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ask
Conceptualization.
what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff. Do you?
Aku sejujurnya tidak nyaman ya. Tapi makanya aku nggak akan terlalu banyak komen, oke? Aku nggak akan terlalu banyak komen. Aduh.
There are three categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Kita mau tahu. Disclaimer, aku tidak percaya dengan race theory at all ya teman-teman. Aku hanya mengentertain bapak ini, oke? Aku bahkan di setting yang fiksi aja aku tidak nyaman melakukan diskusi ini, tapi nggak apa-apa, oke? Bang Rudi nanya, Kacar sehat, alhamdulillah Bang Rudi. Aku sedang membuka diri untuk berdiskusi fiksi ini bersama bapak ini, oke? Aku sedang pemanasan. Aku mau tahu tentang heroic dulu.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all
Rudi apa
lactose
kabar by the way? Maaf ya, aku lagi
common
agak in the zone.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Absen kakak Cherry, halo kali aja. Apa kabar? Selamat datang. Aku kayak baru pertama kali ngelihat kamu deh. BTW aku suka banget DP-nya Mike Wazowski. Aku suka Monster Inc juga. Halo kali aja, semoga enjoy ya. Aku lagi agak fokus dan berpikir. Jadi kalau nggak terlalu berisik, maaf ya. Aku sedang kayak, hah? Karena lagi ngomongin race theory, oke? Who exactly?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese,
Oke.
the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Mao.
Oke. Ini kan fiksi ya, tapi kalau aku melihat dari deskripsinya mungkin dia mendeskripsikan the Oranges ya, pasti orang Belanda nggak sih? Apa yang nggak tahu ya guys, yang nggak tahu. Dirimu baik kah kak? Baik kali aja. Aku alhamdulillah baik. Emang weekendku menyenangkan. Tadi tidur siang bikin nasi goreng, habis itu nyari kucing aku yang hilang. Sebentar aja keliling komplek. Baru 5 hari sih, baru 6 hari. Tapi katanya dia pindah ke gang yang rumah-rumah yang lebih bagus. Jadi kucingku mencari hajat hidup yang lebih baik. Jadi aku ya nggak tahu ya, kalau jodoh ketemu lagi, kalau enggak juga nggak apa-apa. Aku kangen sih, tapi aku mau coba ikhlas dengan situasi tersebut. Kucingnya bolang. Iya bener, dia emang kucingnya tuh kagak bisa ditaruh di dalam rumah sih. Kali aja jadi emang ya gitu dah. Wild girl. It's okay, enjoy the game though. Thank you so much. Terima kasih banyak.
Pohon is a derogative term for first world people of Godvoldian descent. They do not all have eczema.
Oh ya
Also,
ampun.
people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
Got it.
You're welcome.
The mound are proof that you can have too much occidental racial purity and tassels and
Man, this girl so komplek kamu.
inbreeding has led
Aku sih
to
percaya
lactose
ya sebagai yang punya, karena dia
intolerance.
secantik dan sebersih dan se-body itu. She is. Dan tapi dia nggak terlalu punya banyak teman sih sejujurnya. Dia agak aneh, dia agak cegil sejujurnya. Kucingku cegil sih guys, dia berisik banget. Dia wah 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 wah, jadi kayak diva gitu. Mungkin itu dia alasannya dia nggak punya teman ya. Iya itu logatnya antara Jerman atau Belanda kan, tapi kalau orangnya Belanda sih ya kan. Alpha female, bener ya, alpha female. Bener, kali aja itu sebuah deskripsi yang on point. Oke.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Oke. Got it. Who are type A then in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden
Aku tidak
Byzantine
nyaman
Sea.
bahkan di setting fiksional untuk membicarakan race theory teman-teman, tapi aku harus melewati ini, jadi nggak apa-apa ya.
All have type A race propensities.
Yaudah gue percaya dah bang, percaya
The
mau
other
lewat
large
bang.
mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist.
Taktikal kah ini? Agaknya jadi agak, kalau kata Kyle, psychological puzzle anjay. Jadi objektifnya saat ini adalah aku mau melewati Bapak Measurehead ini, yang dimana dia ada sebuah backgroundnya, mungkin di setting dunia game ini terjadi sebuah perangnya itu kayaknya dilakukan oleh white people I guess. Terus habis itu akhirnya sebagai sebuah trauma response dia ada interpretasi race theory yang baru gitu. Nah dia percaya rasnya dia bersama ras-ras lain yang dominan itu lebih baik daripada ras-ras gitu. Jadi guys, karena aku tuh nggak percaya gini, emang nggak percaya gini, dan aku tidak mau berpartisipasi diskusi ini gitu loh. Jadi kayak tidak nyaman gitu, tapi harus melewati. Jadi kita bisa, oke. Intinya kita harus mengiyakan, mengentertain diskusi race theory ini supaya kita bisa lewat dan kita bisa minta bantuan supaya bisa menurunkan jasad dari pohon. Begitu ceritanya. Semoga cukup menggambarkan ya kali aja ya situasiku saat ini ya. Manggil saya, halo Kyle, akhirnya nongol juga nih. Tang biru, awas habis main capek mental. Caucasian War kebiasaan, jangan bawa-bawa Aryan juga. Makanya nggak nyaman guys, nggak nyaman gue kagak demen. Main game ini malah dapat ilmu psikologi pak. Jadi kalau misalnya kita bicara apa, kemungkinannya dia balas apa. Benar. Senarionya banyak banget kali aja. Jadi katanya nggak mungkin satu orang endingnya tuh sama, nggak mungkin. Jadi aku aja udah sempat mati sekali. Terus ini aku mencoba untuk nggak mati lagi. Jadi bukan banyak banget, emang gak bakal ada yang sama. Bagir awas kena marah. Mayit masih di pohon, masih. Ada di matku psikolog. Aduh, ya udahlah ya. Pokoknya aku mau mengenterin bapak ini dulu bentar, aku coba pengen lewat ya Allah, coba pengen lewat. Bagir, I feel uncomfortable.
Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Iya semacam gitu. Jadi iya bener yang kata Kyle itu. Bagir, I am comfortable. The guy is just his trauma response is to create another race theory, and I don't feel comfortable participating in this discussion, but I need to go through this guy and entertain his ideas. Aku nggak suka. Padahal ini fiksi, tapi badan gue nggak nyaman anjir. Ya dah.
As proven by the mound and the
Let's
mask,
get this over with.
Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Pokoknya gue harus ngerti beneran dah. Type A is in retrograde. Waduh, udah kayak Mercury in retrograde aja. The Seminese and Areopagite are on the ascent. Oke. Continue
The
receiving wisdom
Areopagites
aja.
are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Oke. Gak jelas ya ini apa. I think it's like some metaphors to existing races out there. With uncomfortable stereotypes and beliefs surrounding, tapi basically this guy is creating a new race theory in response to the fictional war happening in this universe, dan he is one of the superior races.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Oke. Ya Pak, siapa?
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholiers, they are mud-colored people.
I feel uncomfortable, tapi gak apa-apa. Oke. Kalau udah bawa-bawa gini seru sebenarnya, tapi bikin gregetan emang. Gue kayak masalahnya kalau gue main ini broadcasted ya. Jadi responku tuh juga harus sesuai, oke? Bukan sesuai tapi kayak emang jadi ada another layer. Kalau main sendiri tuh aku bisa lebih frontal dalam respon keanehan ini, I guess, I don't know. Tapi kayak aku pengen jadi harus extra careful in this delicate conversation gitu loh. Jadi agak gimana gitu. Bisa dibedil nggak bisa, dia military train. Jadi aku udah ngobrol sama scabs yang di bawah yang nggak mau ikutan mogok kerja. Dia aja takut ngelawan mas ini gitu. Hitler like man ya, model-modelnya mirip. Kayaknya dia in response to Hitler gitu kali ya. Jadi mungkin kalau sekarang analogi stereotipikalnya yang aku bisa menurutku, I wouldn't say it's the same, but in the similar kategori. Kalau teman-teman familiar with the term Hotep, which is from African American culture, mungkin lebih spektrumnya lebih ke arah situ. But what do I know? Sebagai anak ilmu sosial dan ilmu politik, what do I know? Karena it's not part of my, I'm not in the position to say anything. Oke? Shh. Keep it safe. Dan ada pilihan buat bikin dia percaya dulu terus disusuk dari belakang kan? Nah iya, sekarang aku harus mengentertain his belief supaya nanti aku bisa lewat, terus aku bisa minta bantuan buat nurunin jasadnya. Nggak ditusuk dari belakang sih, kayak cuma perlu mencet tombol yang ini, supaya kita bisa lewat dan minta tolong. Oke, just get it over with then. Oke. I'm still trying to understand actually. Iya nggak apa-apa, kali aja aku pun, tapi lanjut.
To an untrained eye, the koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes.
Yeah.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination.
Yeah.
The koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is
Gak
dividing.
ditusuk, dijorokin gak bisa. Dia kayak gak ada yang berani ngelawan dia, guys. Sungguh. Tadi aku udah nanya 2 orang, dua-duanya kayak semacam pentolan, tapi gak ada yang mau ngelawan.
The Vasholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Too mixed to know.
Good afternoon. Halo Detektif Kyoy, apa kabar? Progresnya aman? Aman. Tidak nyaman aja. Gedenya kayak Arnold, buset. Makanya. Ya deh, aku nggak tahu bapak ini ngomong apa ya aja.
Years that we've been recording history, you have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little off.
Aduh ya, aku baca lagi deh ah. Revacholian, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron, to mix to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000 year history on this planet. Oh yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. That just sounds like it was actually very good and necessary. That just sounds like it was pursued by degenerate and aku nggak tahu gue. Ya udah, kita pura-pura nggak tahu aja ya guys, pura-pura nggak.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zarath ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes, a soft sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia.
Masih kasus gantung itu kah, Kak? Bener, Detektif Kyoy, aku masih lanjutin dari yang terakhir kita main kok. Jadi aku sekarang lagi mencari bantuan supaya kita bisa nurunin mayatnya dari pohon. Terus untuk bisa mendapatkan bantuan, aku harus ngobrol sama Bapak Measurehead ini yang memiliki kepercayaan tertentu yang walaupun fiksi, aku tetap tidak nyaman kalau harus berinteraksi, tapi tidak apa-apa.
The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade enough of type mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
I see, hari baru selesai upload, so let me join. Oke, thank you Detektif Kyoy, ntar bantuin aku ya.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair. Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not.
Kita harus pura-pura curious aja deh ah.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Khoikhoi may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. But enough.
Fine.
It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to be? Kita ya tatonya aja.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right.
Correct.
Ini bijak nggak ya? Coba deh.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam, Wanti. I miss you. How are you? How is your weekend?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
Okay. Apa jawabnya, guys? Oke, ini Peter Clare tuh bosnya dia. Dia punya visi dan punya uang. Dia punya keinginan juga untuk mengkonfrontasi dengan international capital, which is something your race, naivistic communists never did. My jam is a mysterious sporting. Boleh jawab gini nggak? Boleh jawab ini nggak? Aku tuh tidak mau di game ini aku tidak mau mengidentifikasi sebagai apapun dulu daripada salah gitu loh. Kayak kemarin aja aku mau cut karena salah klik. Oke, ini tuh wow. Drizer Silverberg nggak pusing, main ini teh pusing. Halo Drizer, selamat datang Ban Drizer. Hello. Baru pertama kali ya. Terima kasih sudah mampir ke kali ini streamingku yang amat sangat bingung dan galau ya. Biasanya kalau main ini pasti akan bingung dan galau dan tidak nyaman. Oke. Buat yang baru join, aku harus ngobrol sama Babang ini supaya aku bisa lewat dan minta tolong untuk menurunkan jasad yang masih bergantung di pohon setelah 2 minggu, guys. Oke.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from the youth culture, have you not?
Tadi ada Bang Esar juga lagi. Iya, pada main. Seneng deh aku kalau banyak yang mampir. Terima kasih ya teman-teman ya. Oke, baca beneran. Jam, individualism, you have gotten these ideas from regenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs. Youth culture does not affect my thinking. It's true, I am a rock and roll star and a rebel. I have gotten it from disco actually. Aku aja tidak tahu dari 3 hal ini apa yang benar. Pura-pura kita aman aja, kita aman. Oke, kita aman.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist
Haha,
and a rock and roll
wah kalau ada yang berarti udah tercemar. Jadi emang kenapa? Emang kenapa? Berarti kenapa tinggalin? Lagi kurang tantangan hidup ya, Cer. Jadi main game ginian. Gini ya, aku tuh direkomendasiin sama teman baik aku, yang dimana dia suka banget. Jadi aku pengen coba main. Cuma aku tidak tahu kalau tema dan temanya seberat ini gitu loh. Tapi tidak apa-apa. Aku pipet dulu Kak, have fun. Semua baik kali aja. Thank you udah mampir, thank you so much. Kak, saya barusan nonton komedi tapi nggak lucu. Saya tungguin setengah jam masih nggak lucu. Terasa saya nonton komedi. Aku rate 9 dari 10 karena lucu. Terima kasih Ansar Gaming, aku suka komedi putar. Aku udah lama gak denger kata-kata komedi putar, jadi thank you for reminding me that the word exists somewhere in my brain. Jangan jadi capek mental habis main. Bye-bye. Ya, makasih ya. Paling kena mental aja guys, bukan capek mental. Gak usah diketawain kalau gak lucu, Cherry. Fix ketawa karir. Enggak, beneran aku udah lama gak denger kata-kata komedi putar loh, Wanti. Karena kayak komedi putar tuh biang lala kan. Oh ya, aku lanjut tuh ya. Dari sekalian udah nih. Oke, lanjut.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory.
Iya, detektif
of the
Kyo ya. Jadi
Seminese
bapak
race.
ini tuh he believes in race theory. Yang dimana aku bahkan dalam setting ini tidak nyaman, tapi nggak apa, kan fiksi ya teman-teman ya. Oke, I don't really ever have anything on the very weekend. Kayak kita harus pura-pura kepo deh. Bentar lagi Om Esa lempar jok pembantu teh. Udah tadi kantor cabang pembantu kan? Udah. Aku mau cari uang receh buat nombok GoPay yang kurang saldo dulu ya, Cek. Itu saking recehnya kah? Receh. Mungkin kontras antara chat dan juga chat yang sebelah sini ya, satunya lagi ya. Jadi aku tuh agak shock. Kita coba sekali lagi untuk pura-pura. Oh, ini beneran. Oh, oke. Semangat. Kayaknya dia orang utama. Coba secara sopan sih, iya. Ya bilang aja kita ada head trauma ya. Saldoku kurang 4.000 sebenarnya, nemu ya di Wanti, semoga nemu. Siapa tahu ada di ransel, ada di selipan celana, ada di meja, pokoknya pasti bisa nemu 4.000, aku percaya. Ya.
I can see that. The Seminese are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. The rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago.
Okay.
We are the future. That is all you need to know. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass of Ile-de-Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
Alhamdulillah tidak salah, aku udah takut salah.
I would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Okay.
Yes.
Aku nggak bisa iniin dia guys. Aku nggak bisa mukul dia. Oke, kita nggak bisa menyelesaikannya dengan adu jotos. Aku udah mencoba untuk persuasif tapi masih nggak working. Alhamdulillah nemu Cherry. Wah, congrats girly, congrats. Wah, aman ya. Gak usah kuat-kuat nyari lagi ya. Okay, what
I
do you
think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
Boleh lihat tes objektifnya, bentar ya. Open trash container. Aku sekalian jelasin satu-satu kenapa aku mau fokus yang ini dulu ya. Jadi open trash container, jadi pas kita ngelihat mayat kemarin kan ada tempat sampah. Terus ada dikunci, dia kayak ada feeling pengen buka tempat sampah, tapi kita harus ngobrol sama manajer yang galak kemarin, dan aku takut aku mau cut lagi ngobrol sama dia karena dia jutek banget. Plus kita belum punya duit untuk bayar utang, jadi takutnya malah berantem. Aku itu nanti aja. Terus close the water lock on Wednesday. Jadi kita kan sempat jalan ke tempat orang bukain pintu or something waterlock di sebelah kiri, yang temennya ada di seberang, dia ada di seberangnya, terus dia makanin makanan temennya. Aku nggak tahu ini tuh buat apa tujuannya, kayaknya nggak urgent, jadi kayak ya udah, yang penting pas hari Rabu kita tutup. Terus fishing competition itu tuh intinya kantor polisinya kita sama kantor polisi Hakim tuh pengen coba ngadu kita berdua, nggak penting, jadi aku kayak ya udah nanti aja. Where is the rest of the armor? Jadi kan si mayatnya kemarin pakai armor, terus cuma pakai kakinya aja kan, sisanya nggak ada. Kita bisa tanya ke Kuno, cuma aku belum mood juga ngobrol sama bocil itu, jadi ya udah nggak apa-apa. Kayaknya ini salah satu priority yang oke, jadi ini bisa kita masukin ke to-do list hari ini. Getting the body down, ini tujuanku hari ini, yaitu buat nurunin jasadnya karena dia masih bergantung di pohon itu, detektif Kyoya. Bayangkan aku kalau jadi keluarganya juga, what is going on? Jadi mau ke situ dulu. Nah, kita harus ke harbor dulu, dan untuk ke harbor harus ngelewatin si bapak yang kita lagi ngobrolin ini sekarang. Jadi kayaknya si Everard Clare ini bosnya bapak yang race diri ini gitu. Pay for damages. Ya kita kan dari kemarin ngumpulin duit dikit-dikit ya, siapa tahu bisa ngumpul jadi 130 real gitu. Track down your badge juga nggak tahu, kudu nanya sama siapa, nanti aja, is okay. Joyce's info on the lynching. Si Joyce itu kan ibu-ibu orang kaya yang ada di pelabuhan kiri sono juga tuh, dekat waterlock. Tapi kan dia nggak mau interview kalau kita nggak bantuin dia, satu nyari drug dealer or something, atau dua kita nyari badge. Jadi sebenarnya ini sama badge tuh jadi satu. Cuma aku pengen turunin mayat dulu, jadi ya udah nanti aja. Victim satu kita bisa tanyain nanti. Terus who made the call reporting the crime, this might take some time, jadi kayaknya ini juga aku diprioritize aja, nanti aja gitu. Track down your gun, ini juga ya udahlah, ada gunnya si ini aja, ada gunnya si ini kan, siapa ya, Kim, jadi ya udah nggak apa-apa, nggak terlalu urgent. Sama what is the race enigma, ini baru put the advanced theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your, if there are no free slots, free one up, then pass some time, when it's internalized return to major head, this is how thinking is done gitu. Jadi kayak aku mau internalize ini dulu, kayak waktu itu kita baru bisa nurunin pas kita udah internalize something gitu kan. Jadi aku mau melakukan itu dulu. Let's go. Internalize. Oke. -1 drama followed by the absurdity. Research time 1 jam 40 menit. Oke. A mass of fantastic races swirls in your head. Desert pygmies playing with their own excrement. Okay, I'm not reading all that. Everyone is there. The whole race gang. Solution. Oh, ini baru masalah. Oke. Gitu deh detektif Kyoya. Semoga lumayan merangkum situasi kita saat ini ya. Gak sia-sia nyimpan kembalian waktu jajan pas terawih. Mohon maaf nanti udah lama banget ya. Itu adalah kita dari masa lalu mencoba merabung untuk kita di masa depan. Kita berterima kasih kepada kita di masa lalu. Fokus ke main objektif mayat kemarin, benar. Oke, iya gitu deh detektif Kyoya. Jadi kayaknya aku mau internalize dulu, muter-muter, abis itu
There always is.
Race is reality.
kita balik lagi kalau udah connect di otaknya dia nih ya, si Reistir ini. Leave aja ya. Aku tidak nyaman berada di tempat ini. Mungkin in the meantime kita bisa ngobrol sama si Kuno ya, masih bocah matian itu ya. Oke. Kita turun bang. Oh lewat sini. Kontrolnya agak aneh deh sejujurnya, tapi masih nggak apa-apa. Lewat sini. Ada duit guys. Kita di sini digebukin nggak kira-kira ngambil duit orang? Let's go. Mari kita ngobrol sama si bocil. Oh, kalau mau cepet klik 2 kali ya bilang dong. Astagfirullah, dari kemarin nih gue. Allah, pantesan mainnya 7 jam. Jadi emosi saya, Bun. Halo, aku kembali. Hai Kyle, how are you? Aku mau ngobrol sama bocil kematian, doakan aku ya. Tasnya apa nih? Nanyain apa lagi? Armor ya? Oke.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Look, I have a
All right,
question.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
How was me? Gak terlalu baik sebenarnya, tapi dibikin baik aja nggak apa-apa. Felt. Sholat bentar. Silakan, semoga sholatnya khusyuk dan menyenangkan Kyle dan menenangkan.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Bagir itu Bagir. Kenapa?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got...
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Armor aja ya. Feelingku case ini bakal perlu. Aku maunya di love Bagir. Oh ya udah, ntar minta Bagir aja. You have no idea what the usual is. You just ask whatever comes to mind. Where's there always armor
Kuno
aja.
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Dah dulu, maksudnya udah sholat. Feelingku case ini bakal perlu peningkatan si main karakter sih Kak. Apakah dapet caranya? Ya tadi aku udah connect ininya, Detektif Kyoya Advanced Rest Series udah aku internalize di sini. Ini kan masih ada space. Kita nunggu dia sampai 100%, waktunya 1 jam. Nanti kita bisa ngobrol lagi sama ininya, sama bapak yang tadi.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Kuno tuh ibunya mana sih, aku
You wanna
tanya.
fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
Ini lagi ngomongin siapa sih? Ntar dulu deh. Mustache Union, Jolly at the gates. Everard Clare kah nama orang untuk bantu case ini? Benar. Jadi Everard Clare itu bosnya bapak-bapak Raisiri tadi yang bisa bantu kita nurunin jasadnya Detektif Kyoya. Came around pretending like he cares.
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuro's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Tapi aku nggak tahu dia siapa. Tahu ini anak emaknya mana Detektif Kyoya? Emaknya lagi di mana nih, kenapa anaknya kayak gini cara ngomongnya, ya Allah. Aku tuh lupa. Ini ya dari deskripsinya, kita harus ngobrol sama orang yang berkumis dan bagian dari Union. Apa itu manana ya? Ngomongin sapi. Coming here but like he likes it. Okay.
Yes, this troubadour has it.
Okay.
You can feel it.
Do you know who he is?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay.
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night
Kuno nggak
City.
bisa dipercaya deh, guys.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Yaudah.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Kita udah ngomongin ininya ya. Kita harus cari bapak-bapak berkumis. About the crime scene, you guys often play.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Oh, what is that?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, you've been saying shit.
Yeah, her.
Okay.
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your mad...
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Oke. Clue-nya ini Kak, apakah Kak punya item savoir faire? Itu semacam pas agar bisa melewati anak bermasalah ini. Kayaknya itu tuh salah satu bagian dari ini deh. Skill. Sneak under their noises, stun with immense panache. Experience-ku masih 10 dari 0 dan skill points-nya masih dikit. Oh! Bisa level up. Oh, baru tahu. Revert. Oh, maksudnya aku berubah gitu. Oh, enggak juga. Gimana sih cara pakainya? Oh, ini bisa dinaikin ya, guys? Apaan sih? Makasih detektif gue, aku tuh baru tahu ini bisa diutak-atik. Jadi gimana aku harus ngapain ini? Skill points 2. Jadi aku tuh bisa ngapain? Coba kita naikin ya. Accept changes and close. Coba ya. Halo Kak, semangat live-nya. Terima kasih Maulana. Selamat datang Maulana. Aku lagi main ini. Apa sih nama gimana? Disco ELYSIUM. Tuh jadi nggak kelihatan, maaf. Jadi kan kita ada skills nih. Apa di level up aja. Jadi sama ini bisa di adjust. Terus ngapain gue dari... Ya Allah.
Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He
Yeah.
looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a melody.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno help! Yeah? Get out of here before the
Okay.
Kuro beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here.
Ya.
Just go.
Oke. Kan udah nih, go to the harbor gates, ask the jolly mask about the armor. Harbor gate kan di sono. Ayo, lari, lari, lari. Kiri, kanan, kiri. Jadi, wah ini psikologis banget emang. Karena di karakter ini tuh ada intelek kan. Lebih ke kayak logika, hafalan, retorika, drama, konseptualisasi, ada visual kalkulus juga. Nah, aku tuh pilih strike-nya yang banyak tuh di psyche. Dan di empati karena aku merasanya di antara yang lain aku kuatnya cuma di sini aja guys. Secara personal gitu. Gimana ya? Kita bisa ke harbor aja tadi dari Tio ya. Kan kita udah mau ngobrol sama ini. Sama apa namanya? Ke harbor, ke tempat yang tadi. Jadi kayak kita pakai satu personality untuk hadapin karakter. Nah, aku tuh nggak tahu cara apply gimana. Nanti tuh biasanya mereka akan menginterupsi di level up. Bisa level up lagi nggak sih? Oh, udah habis. Jadi dia akan menginterupsi di conversation tadi. Kayak misalkan tadi ada volition, kayak udah tinggal aja gitu. Nah, dia akan kayak gitu. Jadi nggak penggunaannya tuh agak bukan random sih, tapi gamenya yang menentukan kapan kita bisa mau pakai karakteristik tertentu gitu. Dia kumisan kan guys?
All I'm wondering, man.
Yes, let's
How
go.
can I help you?
Yes.
The little boy had the good on his promise to get me into trouble, to sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine.
Okay.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Okay.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Okay. One piece.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Okay.
Smart choice.
Yeah.
It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Devia nanya apakah orang utama yang Kak cari agar mayatnya bisa turun bernama Major Head. Benar, Major Head itu yang tadi kita ngobrol di atas yang kekar. Tapi dia masih belum bolehin aku lewat. Aku nunggu ini loading dulu. Sebenarnya bisa kalau mau dijotos, tapi nggak ada yang berani ngejotos dia anyway. Jadi kita main aman aja ya guys, kita main aman. Here's the letter atau kita good talking to you. Oke. Kenapa tas gua nambah? Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Fine, you really just one piece is done. It's enough. Final look at one piece and this one's done. Get boots off the victim's feet. In order to succeed, the body has to be down, autopsy has to be finished, Kim has to be absent. This will be devilishly tricky. So don't beat yourself if you manage to send the body to the body again in hold. Oke, jadi ini nice to have ya. Yang penting adalah kita balik ke bocil kematian lagi. Sekalian menunggu. Oke. Lari. Wah, salah pencet. Lari. Ada. Let's go.
Fuck does Kuno care? So? Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah,
Gue pakai nih empati. Ya, kan empati gue tinggi, kenapa chancesnya low? This is a white check, you may retry it. Dan udah ya. Kuno minta dibedil deh, sabar Bagir, sabar. Coba nggak? Ah, bodoh.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kemarin aku sempat bahas Obradin di live stream, polanya udah mulai mana penjelasan itu yang agak kalian lagi ngobrolin game lain. Oke.
Fuck no.
Kuno,
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
Yaudah.
Kuno doesn't.
Udah. Nggak bisa. Nggak apa. Guys. Yaudah lah ya. Masih 32%, kita harus ngapain dulu? Nggak bisa, masih nunggu. I don't know. Down the line, miracles happen. Okay, just as info on the lynching. I just reserved the badge. Ya, ini bisa. Kita muter-muter kali ya. The victim as around about tattoos possible meaning. Oke, coba kita lihat tato ya dulu. Interact.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man.
Nah, minum yang banyak Sher. Oke. Biar konsen ya, biar konsen.
Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Ngomong apa sih? An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hangman. Torso sini kan? Ini torso kan? From the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Solar plexus tuh apa sih? Google dulu dah nih. Maaf yang kurang teredukasi nih. Solar plexus. Oh ini nih tengah-tengah sini. Oke. From the right shoulder. Oh ini lah apaan sih ini loh. Oke. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asteroids riddle his skin. The concentration highest around his heart. Ya udah
It
dah.
still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
Who are
Gone.
you? Okay.
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
Okay.
Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Okay.
For you to someone close to the someone who knows about
Someone who knows about history. Kira-kira siapa yang knows about history di sini? Mungkin si ibu yang baik. Tapi nggak keluar di task gitu loh, as around about status possible. Kemana? Find armor piece. Get boots. Oke. Kita mau nanya simbol tato ke siapa? Coba kayak bapak ini baik deh. Kita ngobrol sama bapak ini
Now
dulu
it's
aja.
turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Tanya mbak ini deh.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
Oke, bukan dia. Mungkin orang yang di dalam kali ya. Kayak tadi siapa sih yang know a lot about history, guys? Oh, gue lupa dah. Gue kangen being indoor, kita masuk pintu sini dulu dah. Siapa tahu?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
What was with that fucking wink?
I see you are still grieving. Well, I won't pry. You must
Okay.
forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
I don't know if you know, but I don't know where I am or how I should. You seem to be in a
Yes,
chair.
dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Whatever do you mean? Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
Ya gue nggak mau nanya banyak dan gue nggak mau minta duit, jadi
Of course, dear.
tidak baik yang bisa kita lakukan, oke? Ada lagi nggak sih yang bisa kita interact guys? Oh, kita bisa ke sini. Wow, wow, new clue. Oke. Duitnya baru 7 real guys. Oke. Ngobrol sama
A
bapak.
thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood.
Yay,
Occasionally
new
sipping
people
from
and new
his mug.
area guys.
This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language.
Ya.
The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Hello,
The
sir.
man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Ya, kita nggak bisa ngobrol, nggak bisa ngabrol buat
You
apa?
see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No, your fingers do.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Leave, aku nggak mau ngobrol sama Garte. Ya Allah, nambah lagi to-do listnya. Find a way into the secret passage. Garte pasti nggak mau bantuin. Dia pasti nggak mau bantuin, guys. Belum bayar utang, malu gua. Malu, sumpah dah nggak bohong. Ada orang. Kok dia putih semua? Oh, dia obses sama uang. Coba ngobrol sama ini deh.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you.
Apa?
from the photo.
Haruskah kita mencuri?
Santiago S. John.
Takut. Nanti aja. Oke. Gak banyak yang bisa kita lakukan. Gimana dong? Ya udah lah ya. Udah berapa persen? Oh, masih 48. Oke deh. Oh, jangan lewat sini deh. Udah aku jadiin wishes dulu sih, kasih di stream haknya harus kusimulasiin dulu. Lagi ngomongin ini ya. Apa namanya? Obradin. Obrada, life goes on. Allah Akbar. Oh. La life goes on. Gak ada apa-apa ya di sini, Ash. Siapa someone that would know his story? Mungkin ibu-ibu ini. Mungkin
The
feeling
woman
aku.
still has her eyes fixed on the photograph. Nothing. Her smile.
Gak bisa. Game kakak sekarang. Oh, oke. Iya, detektif ya, karena setauku gak mungkin ada orang output ceritanya sama. Kalau nggak salah ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa, mungkin untuk melewati rintangan-rintangan tertentu ya. Lagi. Siapa yang kira-kira akan tahu tentang tato, guys? Ini gamenya di Steam bisa diskon sampai 90% kalau nggak salah. Iya, karena apa namanya? Ada sebuah polemik dengan developernya sekarang. Oh, bisa masuk. Amazing Grace. Guys, kita menemukan banyak adventure, oke? Oke. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register, okay. A bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is blurring away. Most military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Coba kita lihat ini ya. Astagfirullah.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Udah, please dong, menang.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a phone tracks 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
a long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too
Riset
brightly.
dulu teman-teman ya, riset dulu ya.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles,
Research
but
maksudnya
most
bukan
of them
riset,
carry
research.
pistols. Some even shovels and
You're probably talking about the revolution. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
I wish it was more nuanced as it stands. I cannot comment it was when I get the course of Cabela as my friend guard whose bitch made it. The contest is meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. It meant to be difficult.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Okay. Ah, salah pencet.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber. This is you. Gold and orange.
Waduh, apa nih?
A sunset suite.
Bateraiku lagi low kak, aku akan coba riset lagi. Game TV ini pasti ada celahnya greget soalnya. Oke. Thank you ada titip QA ya. It's okay, it's okay. Aku kayaknya kita temanya frolicking. Kalau bisa selesai alhamdulillah, kalau enggak juga nggak apa-apa ya. Sebenarnya aku juga gergetan kayak kenapa sih aku masih banyak yang tidak aku mengerti, tapi nggak apa-apa. Kita lewati bersama ya detektif ya.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Nggak mau beli apa-apa. Ya udah ngobrol aja deh sekarang.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry ya.
Oh no, not at all.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here.
Okay.
Local. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the
It keeps me entertained.
You might be able to aid our investigation, ya.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
No,
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbor. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
Kenapa nggak nanyain soal tato ke babang
The
ini?
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to... Ayo udah leave aja. Oke, gak apa. Nice info, Gan. Nice info, Gan. Udah berapa persen? 62. Kita bisa nyamperin babang yang tadi. Oh, pakai anjay. Oke. Oh, sini aja, sini. Loh, kok udah kebuka?
A rusting control panel with loose wire. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. You pull the lever all the way up, nothing happens. The spring brings the lever back to its... Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Ya, oke. Jadi ntar hari Rabu kita ke sini lagi ya. Kita ke sini lagi. I don't know where else to go. Aduh, salah pencet. Oh, ini bapak-bapak jualan ya. Gak ada apa-apa. Waktu itu kita jalan ke harbor bisa lewat mana ya guys ya? Aku lupa deh. Oh, apa yang satunya lagi ya? Oh, yang satunya lagi deh kayaknya. Wah. Oh, nggak bisa lewat sini. Wah. Ini siapa? Wow. Banyak tempat yang belum kita explore.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich.
Okay.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions.
Easy
Shoot
success.
first. Ask questions never.
Alright.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Hah? Lo main bola?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremor of excitement
kayaknya
and
aku salah.
adrenaline that precedes
Iseng.
every victory. Time as frozen.
Let go be the ball. Okay.
Merde! Bordel de merde! What the hell is your problem?
No.
You vandalized our game, son! We can't play petanque with 5 bull!
Sorry.
No, we are not good, goddammit!
Take it easy, René. This is just...
Of course there's harm done. You are in
Sorry! Why am I bullying an old man? The heel of Beverly was in there. You always gonna... Okay.
A fine example you are setting here today, officer.
It's okay, officer. Forgotten completely. It was...
The lieutenant says nothing, but it's your refusal to take responsibility I don't like. Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about in Martinez. The union is the law.
Okay.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. If I knew, I would not be afraid to...
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Ah, yes. King Philip III, on his steed.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our kind of king. And just
a superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that...
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine...
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine ferret.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries.
Right. Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda.
What happened in this universe kung pagkakagangati, guys?
We didn't so, and we left Caliber.
Okay.
God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling. A sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Okay.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris, and this here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall.
I'm so sorry, tapi kaya bosanin banget history karena aku nggak ngerti ngomongin apa.
We're playing petanque on their mangled corpses.
Okay.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever...
You don't even begin to truly
Oh
understand
my
the
god,
players
kenapa
at the
kita
table,
dengerin
let
bapak-bapak
alone the
ngomongin
specific
politik?
circumstances surrounding the...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I don't know anything. You with the culture, whoever you wanna blame, never finished the job. Shit, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence. Gak ngerti.
They're not. And I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if that damn
This
Frank
is way
Hussein
beyond my pay
had risen
grade.
from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just.
Oke. Jadi dia bapak ini monarkis. Oke.
Everywhere.
Like it isn't obvious. Kenapa gue baru paham?
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon, they will forget everything.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Fifth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Thank you for your time. Maaf gangguin main, Pak. Tidak bermaksud. Ada orang. Ada apa lagi? Nothing I can do. I'm the job for every man. I listen, but I don't necessarily. I can kick out of every joint in the patrol. The night's still young. That's my song. Music's my life, man. Things I've seen. Oh, lagi mabuk dia, lagi mabuk. Oh, kita jadi bisa ngumpulin ini, guys. Ngumpulin botol untuk ditukar menjadi uang. Ibril. Hehe. Duitku udah mau 10 real. Where bullet hole lines the wall. Oke. Gak ada apa-apa lagi. Ini apa ya? Enormous bullets worthy of real men. Oke. Ini ke tempat ibu-ibu kemarin kan? Ya kan? I still remember. Kenapa banyak hal di dunia ini? Ini apa? Ada spot
This
lagi.
is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Oh, lewat sini. Let's go.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Yes?
Nothing. Kita explore di bawah dulu deh. Guys, area semakin luas. Another spotting of bullet holes on this wall. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Sini siapa tuh ada uang lagi. Money. Banyak item guys. Oh lewat sini. These barrels are half full rainwater. Oh nggak bisa lewat sini. Apakah kita mau ke kiri dulu atau mau ke sini dulu? Aku mau ke yang ada orangnya dulu aja kali ya guys ya. Let's see. Siapa tahu bisa naik dan ngobrol.
There must be another way into the building.
Kenapa kencang banget dah suaranya?
I knew I should have quit.
Mungkin lewat sini. Jadi nggak bisa kita. Jadi nggak bisa kemana-mana dong. Kita nggak bisa ke sini. Nggak bisa ke sini. Nggak bisa ke sini. You can do it. A balcony with the and the hanging. Oh.
It's been a week and now they show up.
You can do it.
You
Terima kasih
see a
bagian.
young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. There's no trouble. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an
We will remove the body as soon as...
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Belum.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the name.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Coba, siapa tahu bisa please, I'm
Time to
begging.
bring out your secret.
Ah, kenapa sih? Dadunya jelek
Tears
banget
and
ah.
Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Kenapa sih dari tadi dapat? Yeay, let's go. Kenapa sih dari tadi gua dapetnya itu dadunya nggak ada yang hoki, guys?
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in...
Baiklah. Mari kita balik ke... Hah, kok nggak bisa? Kenapa aku tidak bisa berjalan-jalan, guys?
Advanced.
Yay! Let's go. Plot complete.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Oke, accept. Let's go. Banyak banget temanya. Mungkin masih banyak kali ya guys ya. Ini map apa? these are found, matches are well to try now. Oh, oke. Oke. Kita nggak perlu ngobrol sama bocil kan? Mari kita bersama-sama ketemu Bapak yang tadi. Jauh banget lagi, ini kagak ada pintu kemana saja, apa jauh banget gue jalan. Mana lama. Let's go, cepat, cepat, cepat. Sat, set, sat, set, sat, set. Sini, sini, naik sini. Lagi. 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 Oke. Apakah kita siap ngobrolin Ristiri lagi? Siap-siapin aja.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race is.
And
Astagfirullah. Satu, it shit led me into the fucking harbor. Two, paradoxically, you plan to supersede the Occident with their own history. Tiga, this thing is what rich people want us to do while they are gak mungkin. Empat, is something you shock people with. We're in progress people. Lima, it's whatever you want to use of free associated language or associated. I don't know about the rest, but it's clear I should stop forgetting that. Yeah, this time is ready to be superseded by the others, but I can serve as a cook in their baby.
everyone can see that.
Baby, don't be mean.
Anything for you, babe.
Oke, salah. Paradoks.
Look, babe. The mignon of law is also a racist. But he's racist.
So unadvanced.
The basic race education he received in high school has led him to think his fiber
Terus
of the soul of
kenapa
those
gue
of
salah?
basic racist. I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter.
Yay!
back,
Let's go.
Like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door. Very well.
Let's go. Perjuangan.
Our race conversation here has concluded.
Finally.
Pintunya mana? Kita lewat mana? Bukannya pintunya di sini. Pintunya bukan di sini.
The unpromising race pupil returned.
Pintunya yang mana, guys? Oh, ini. Ini bukan sih. Ini kan. Let's go. Ibril. Every worker member of the board is written at the top. True that. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Ini apa? Take. Laptop banget dah nih orang. A standard office file cabinet. The door seems to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. Take all. Ngambil buku kan, ngambil apa kenapa? Aku in the pot. Almost sentient. Nanti dulu ah.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Ignore deh nanti aja. Nanti kalau udah stuck tidak ada informasi lagi, oke? Akhirnya. Anjay. Kacamata, guys. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Ini apa?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Adalah.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Kali aja bismillah.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle. Sure, why not?
Wow!
The tarpaulin cloak is still. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours.
Oke. Whatever. Mau pakai code. Interact. Oh, nggak bisa. Item. Anjay, keren. Oh, nggak mau. Oke, sher. Keren. Udah kayak polisi beneran. Amazing. Makan cher, iya. Aku lagi seru karena udah kebuka area baru, guys. Happy sekali aku teh. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Oke. Numerous empty bottles of Komodo Red and potent Pilsner. Oke. Mari kita masuk ke
This
sini.
is the night watchman's booth.
Gak kerasa kalau main
The
game
name
ini
on the door
sungguh.
reads, Rene Arnaud.
This is the night manual, so this is where I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man,
Kita
Rene,
ambil foto orang.
looks like he's about to smile.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand.
Oke, fine. Terus kita harus ngapain lagi, guys? Aku nggak tahu harbornya di mana sesungguhnya. White panties everywhere, looks like a forest under snow all around you. Great mission. Wensies. Yaudah. Percaya bang. Kita kemana lagi nih? Wow. Ini apa? You see faded industrial letter on the buffer palsu. Oke. Mana bapak-bapaknya? Ambil duit. Apa kita bisa ke sini? Aku nggak tahu harus ngapain dan kemana, guys. Task. Dan ini baru dikit banget. Iya, Everard Claire di mana? Di mana harus ku cari? Oh, bisa turun. Bisa turun ke sini nggak, Pak? Nggak bisa. Ya, hujan lagi. Ya. Ini nggak ada rute lain. Cuma di sini aja. Oh iya, ini deh kali. Collecting rainwater. Terus kalau udah ke harbor harus kemana?
Numerous empty wine bottles glisten in the rain. Someone partied really hard.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Yes, this scene isn't exactly
Bingung. Emang nggak bisa kemana-mana lagi.
This is the night watchman's booth.
Kita harus cari. Aku mau Google maaf guys. Gergetan gue ini, kumpung udah masuk. Aku tidak mau melewati kesempatan. Siapa namanya? Everard Clare location. The largest gates of the harbor are perpendicular, but a small green door stands up to them from the street near them. This is the main workers' entrance inside. Nah. You let the seal get up there is meant to reach the red container the same way you would jump off the roof. Red container. Hey? Oh, turun. Oke. Back. Tapi nggak nemu red container. Nggak ada red container. Apa sih ya Allah? Udah susah-susah masuk sini, masa nggak ada apa-apa guys? Oh, pencet ini kali gimana sih?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. Marsh. On. Alert. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Jangan jatuh. Hah? Pasti jatuh kan? Diusir dah gue nih sama warga. Stressful sekali.
With a surprisingly quiet, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Moving this container of...
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Leave. Gak bisa kemana-mana berarti. Oh, enggak, ya buka ini kali-kali aja ada something.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
You do? Because there are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because we are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some
Kalau kita udah di harbor, kenapa kita nggak bisa ketemu bapak yang tadi, guys? Oh, bisa ke sini. Bilang dong, Allahu. Tiket tawar dari sana. Duit lagi. Let's go. Money. Always fine. looting. Okay. And there's a what waves on red
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
Baiklah.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi. From the Vanishing
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Container.
The lyrics, the accent.
Container, Everard, Everard, Everard. He looks after everyone.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Mau minta tolong, you're Ubi, right? What are you doing with the container? Sir, the harbor is empty. Do you work here? Looking for the leader. Okay, I'm off, but then...
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
Okay.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Alhamdulillah,
but I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Okay.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are all right.
Kadang-kadang kita sebagai pekerja tuh hanya ingin diapresiasi, teman-teman.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school, we did, when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Akhirnya, the coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Okay. Bismillah.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Oke. Apa kita harus respect sama orang yang bisa mengorganisir union, oke?
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a tortured...
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this?
Kenapa aku jadi gila?
Seriously bad vibes from that name.
Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Ya Allah.
It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days. And
Alhamdulillah bisa bayar utang. Bisa bayar utang. Wow. Oh.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just...
Is he?
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds look...
His slug-like lips move, but the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem... It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there.
Okay,
it was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Officer,
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Kenapa sih? Kenapa kita nggak bisa punya? Kenapa aku nggak langsung minta? Udah sih, aku udah langsung saya itu udah tahu.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to... You want to cry?
Mr. Dubois.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What?
Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois. Harry. Mr. Dubois. Are you okay?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in motion. Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're...
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you...
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but...
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something...
Please, just let me get through this stage. I don't wanna die.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with.
Wah.
Namely, they need it to be taken down. And, Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. He's had enough of that. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Yay!
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white.
Yay! We're part of
Take
the
care,
union.
alright?
Let's go. Alhamdulillah wa syukurilah. Bersyukur padamu ya Allah. Bolehkah aku pakai apapun item tadi untuk supaya aku bisa lebih sehat, guys? Gak ada ya? Perasaan tadi gue banyak ini dah, banyak ini, kenapa gue jadi yaudah dah, siapa tahu akan dengan sendirinya. Alhamdulillah guys, let's go. Suksit. Ua. Money. Ini apa? Smells like blood. Kita tadi lewat mana, guys? Kan kebiasaan gue tuh suka kagak tahu tadi datangnya dari mana. Oh, dari sini. Oke. Woo! The shipper good machines are sleeping. Oke. Sini. Kemana? Hah? Kemana sih, guys? Lewat mana dah? Oh, ini nih. Ya Allah. Oke. Kita ke sini. Alhamdulillah guys. Ke sini. Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah. Ke sini, Pak. Ya Allah, Bapak mau kemana emang? Ke sini. Wah, dari sini. Let's go. Udah sih. Kita ke babang yang tadi. Ayo Pak, bantuin Pak. Please, I'm begging.
The unpromising race pupil returns. So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered.
Okay.
So noble.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're.
Ya, aku sih dengan bangga jadi bagian dari union ya, teman-teman ya. Wait here while measures the. Okay,
Hey,
whatever.
See that they stay here the whole time.
Guys.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
Ayo cepetan, Pak.
So you guys are like cops or something?
Apparently so.
Ooh, I like men with guns and power.
Oh my god, Katia. Halo,
I'm Katia,
Katia.
by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is...
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes?
Pak Kim, jangan gituin baju cewek, terserah cewek pakai baju apa.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appeaing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Balik lagi, yay! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Stand down and
let's go.
congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Udah ya. Please, thank you.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from...
Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, kalau mau restore tinggal diklik aja. Bilang dong. Ih, banyak banget yang aku tidak tahu. Let's go, 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 let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Jangan bilang. Oh, oke.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well,
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field.
Finally.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing.
Okay.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Kan
What
kita
you
lupa,
do
Pak.
know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Muindi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Epui Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Aduh.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes note, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death. A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however. Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes. In your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form.
Now they only have one paperwork too.
Officer, what haven't you lost? Maybe you should. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually, but only if it helps move things along. Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists
Let's go.
describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
That's you.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia.
KK57 dash
Udah turun guys,
0823.
alhamdulillah.
NA. NA. Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Medium 10, air total 10. Ini apaan sih? Bagir, aku nggak ngerti deh kalau lagi kayak gini. Succeed itu apa maksudnya? Jadi aku pilih sesuai dengan masukan visual kalkulus, atau aku ngikutin Kim. Kayak Kim lebih waras daripada kita guys. Kita tuh agak-agak aneh soalnya. Help! I don't get what I can and cannot do in this game. Getting the body down. Bagir, bantuin, maksudnya apa sih?
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of
Tulis
Mundi.
punya kamu.
This is
Ya,
as vague as it
telat.
gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial.
Fucky!
Male.
Oh, okay, thank you. Male.
Nor does he look male, with his
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10.
KK57 0503
Itu insight karena atribut
0815
kamu cukup
listens,
tinggi. Oh, oke.
motionless,
Jadi kalau
with
ada
the
suggestion
cargo
kita
belt
pakai aja
still
gitu.
around his neck.
Gitu ya.
Only one box remains.
None. At least not after the initial examination. They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Okay.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row. Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside,
Esprit de Corps tuh apa
the
ya?
day is
Lupa
turning
gue.
dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she and so all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thick.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them.
Gak mau, I don't really want that. I don't care about the armor. What am I gonna write it down?
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters, generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem.
Panjang juga. Okay.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark.
The lieutenant proceeds a small folding knife with the other hand pulling on the belt, starts cutting into the polyester.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. It's no use. We should get chain cutters. You can try with them. I have a pair in the toolbox of my Kinem 10 corps. We had a good rhythm going.
Apalagi? Oke. Ayo bergerak, Bapak.
Lonesome, long way home.
Apa? What the hell?
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer?
Dealer apa sih? Gue udah kagak bisa paham, sumpah gak bisa baca gue. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 pesi. Home awaits, walk past stasiun 41, lewat pasar, lewat Boogie Street ke arah kali, the frozen eye at the center of the district, then past the video rental store. There at the end of the street line with pine trees, a small house. Oh, rumahnya dia di situ. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? Dealer apa? Nggak tahu juga. Ya udahlah ya. Waduh, gimana? Oh, ini ada yang bisa dijual item. Wow. Oke. Gak ngerti kak, gue juga gak ngerti ini apa lagi. Udah ya. Jadi kita ambilin dulu ya. Kita ngurusin mayat dulu. Pokoknya mayatnya, bisnis mayat ini harus kita selesaikan di game, di streaming ini juga, oke? Aku pengen ada adventure yang lain. Oke.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater
Kita
gauge.
butuhnya apa tadi? Steering lever. Chain cutter, toolbox. Oh, toolbox. Maaf.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into. The handles are long and sleek. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Take the red tip primer. Take the hand crank flashlight.
It's robust, what lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
Ya, kita jadi nyolong tadi. Ya, gue kagak mau ya, udah teman baik, gue colong-colong dah. Masih mending dikasih partner kerjanya, oke nih, kagak bersyukur. Ayo. Ya. Oke.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eye. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
cut with
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now. Like a flower arranger. 2 cuts.
Patah-patah kenapa ya? Nggak tahu, Bagir.
After
Let's
some
go.
deliberation, you sink the cutter.
Yeah.
The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
Pasti di si kuno, Bawel.
It's gonna happen, see?
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical.
Okay.
There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates
Kuno harus
long,
dibedil, Bagir
active
nggak boleh
combat
gitu deh, anak
duty.
kecil. From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates a long and active.
We have a real museum here. Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's
Kasian
throat
nih, kita mah
and
jadi
begins to
teman
massage
kerja
it
kelompok
gently.
gabut banget
A
dah.
rotting smell
Lu
erupts
kagak
from the
enak sama
mouth.
Pak Kim
Purge
beneran.
fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth. Hepatobiliary, Na. Same for toxicology and serology, and unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity
Kim
in
is
the
a
lower
consummate
extremities,
professional.
feet, hands,
Consummate
and
tuh
neck,
apa bagian?
visually consistent with the hanging.
Too much English words. The body exhibits lividity in the
Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Omit the bola.
What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 feels. Leave a 4th one too. Nothing, just in case. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries.
Showing a
Predation
high
by
degree
birds has
of
caused
skill
damage
and
to the
flair,
body.
complete or perfect. Oh
Odontology
my
is
god,
technically
it's just
to be
like
considered.
you, Malurf. Showing a high degree of skill and flair, complete or perfect. Maybe is complete and perfect. Just like maybe B. He notes head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Okay.
And Your
Gue
opinion,
kagak
officer?
ngerti di bahasa Inggrisnya pokoknya apa. Hihihi. Opinion fatal injury atau non fatal?
Agreed. Next injury. So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response.
Yeah.
Maximum velocity, fucko!
Yeah.
As confessed to freezing it at
Kuno
maximum
nih ah.
velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Coagulated blood is where the countless stones have non fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next, a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact.
Okay.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Okay.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves. Let's wrap this up.
Yay! Let's go, guys.
Now we put him in a body bag, and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time. He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head. Or, I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Tell me something
Shoot,
that
Looney Rooney.
enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also.
Kali aja ah.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. His fingernails have turned dark.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Gimana ya? Masalahnya kita juga kagak pinter kalau ada feeling tapi kagak, mending dikirim ke orang yang lebih ngerti aja deh, guys.
I worked as one of those processing guys for a year. They are butchers and clowns. I once saw 20 CODs go misidentified in 1 week. Chances are slim to none that they'll find anything useful in processing. In short, you and I are the last line of detection. If you're not sure we got everything, we need to look again. And for that, we need to refrigerate the corpse. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Kuno boleh diem dulu nggak?
Only if all else fails. Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Udah nggak ada lagi, lu kagak bisa ngapa-ngapain, bye. Disuruh ngapain lagi tadi? Berpikir sekali. Send victim's body to processing. Yaudah, send aja dah. Check twice to see if you're done. You can take it. Yaudah dah, yaudah. Send victim. Ini ya, kita fridge. Apa lagi? Aduh, apa lagi sih? Total 5, total 4, total 3. Ini tuh kita bisa nambah-nambahin gitu ya. Bisa level down nggak? Ini bisa level. Banyak yang bisa level up deh. Bagir ini apa sih? Kenapa kita bisa level up gitu? Kenapa kita bisa level-level gitu loh? Aku kayaknya perlu naik level kan tadi. Oh, kalau tiap naik level kita bisa nambah. Aku mau logic ya guys ya. Butuh logic dalam hidup ini. Sama mau ini deh, endurance. Oke. Apa volition ya daripada logic? Yes. Mending volition apa logic, Bibi? Apa logic sama volition gak usah endurance? Bantu aku berpikir. Aku pindahin deh biar kelihatan. Nah. Apa Bagir? Help me. Help me. Up to you, Bibi. Nanti deh kalau level up lagi, ini revert dulu dah. Beneran ini gue kagak ada kemampuan otak tapi ya sedih banget, sedih. Level up. Ini bisa level down nggak? Revert. Jangan deh. Gak apa deh, logic aja kita udah keren kok. Oke. Anjay. Makin keren gak nih kita? Keren gak guys? Keren lah ya. Let's go. Aur-auran. Kamu jangan suka aur-auran. Jadi anak jangan sombong. Oke. Kayak kita harus ngobrol sama manajer sih. Kita harus ngobrol sama manajer ya. Ini nggak penting. Ini ya, track down your badge nanti aja. Victim tato. Tapi gue kagak tahu harus nanya sama siapa. Keep searching for color. Find armor piece. Track down your gun. Bukannya tadi udah dikasih ya sama Bapak Ono. Getting the hangman boots. Get boots of victim's feet. Ya udah nanti aja nggak penting. Ask Rene about the photo, send victim's body to the processing. Yaudah ya kita ngobrol sama bapak-bapak dulu aja. Kita ngobrol sama bapak-bapak yang tadi sekalian kita mencoba membayar hutang. Tapi tadi belum dikasih ya? Gimana sih? Kita tanya sama Mbak aja deh, gue malas ngobrol sama manajer. Atau mungkin kita harus ketemu Bapak tadi untuk minta cek duit, minta duit untuk bisa bayar utang. Fritter.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have a fridge?
Right behind you. You're joking, right? Yeah, super funny. Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
Ooh, we have money.
Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers maybe.
Bapak ini selalu mencari alkohol ya. Lumayan 25. Oh ya kan tadi cek ya. Coba ya, kita coba dulu. Guys. Bosan gak sih nontonin gue dari tadi? Gue sih have fun aja, tapi kalau bosan mohon maaf lahir dan batin minal aidin wal faizin. Ya bayar utang dulu ya.
Can I help you?
Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me. Yes, for the dead body. You want to put a
Gak
dead
boleh
corpse
Bagir.
Correct him.
Well, I have a fridge, and you're not putting it here. This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to...
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too?
Wow. Turned the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio.
I hate to say it, but looks like we're going to have to ask Kuno if he knows of a spare fridge.
Lah, kok
around
dia
here.
nggak mau bayar, nggak bisa bayar, is the trash.
Mine? No, it belongs to the work.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too.
I thought as much. And are you the...
Well, yes. Us.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
We need to
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Lah, dia kagak mau dibayar utangnya. Oh, utangnya harus banyak kali, guys. Jadi kita ngapain nih? Ngecek ini ya. Balik lagi kita sama Kuno, guys. Kenapa kita sering banget main di sono dah? Iki kagak ada tempat lain untuk bereksperimen. Kenapa sih? Aku nggak mau bayar utang sama bapak itu, biarin aja. Dia tampaknya uang udah banyak buat yang lain aja. Iya harus full dah, kayak kagak bisa nyicil bayar utangnya. Bukain dulu aja. Itu
This
Kuno
trash
kagak bosen
container
main di
is
sini
locked.
mulu.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, with a well-oiled crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons,
Okay.
dirty rags, and organic waste.
Makanya bedil aja udah, jangan Bagir.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton, pick at the racks.
You see milk and egg rest. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The method, a box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage.
Ada
a
mayat
victim's
lagi,
clothes.
guys.
Cadaver in odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the... Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it
Okay.
in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
Is it my
Something
badge?
larger. A clipboard. A blue
Nice.
plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it.
Officer, is that your Paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes containing... It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what you guys see. Or are we
Sungguh
finished?
tidak kompeten. Ya nih, dia... Aku merasa ya, kalau di pekerjaanku itu tuh aku lebih kepada Kim daripada si bapak ini, to be honest.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
Yeay, kita produktif sekali sesi ini guys. Happy sekali aku.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Gak mau.
Only in its social sense. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Yalah guys.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay. Kirain maknya tuh gimana gitu.
A cube came by and completely fucked the tree.
Literally minefield.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Kita mau nanya apa sih? Oh, nanya soal fridge sama nanya soal baju ya? Oke. Abis ini udah ya?
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut!
Ya.
For the fucking good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing. Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
Cancer, a corpse red. Retorik ya, siapa tahu tapi
Kuno's a
kayak...
poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
The fuck are you doing right now?
Don't pay attention to him.
It's not that dramatic.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
Aku sebenarnya gak se-emosi itu sama Kuno guys, tapi aku kayak capek aja ngadepinnya. If you don't tell me, I feel like what is this already my use of, but it's too late for me. I could if I could add.
Stop shitting yourself in front of the Kuno. Kuno thought you were some...
Why don't we go pester some other kids?
That's actually not such a bad idea. Kids do see stuff.
Kuno doesn't...
Duh, Kuno. Anaknya siapa sih? Guys, ini lumayan produktif ya kita ya. Walaupun mengambil waktu 3 jam untuk menurunkan jasad, tapi alhamdulillah along the way we made a good friends with higher ups ya, yang dimana memudahkan hidup kita dan kita udah bisa ngobrol sama bapak-bapak. Jadi ya gitu deh. Aku sedang berkontemplasi, haruskah aku meneruskan atau break dulu ya guys, break. Berpikir. Are you calling me a corporate scum? Are you actually saying that in front of live audience? Along with my friends and family watching this at home? Bagir, you and your blue tongue. Is this? What is this behavior? What is this behavior? There's nothing wrong with having powerful friends, okay? Especially if it's for your job.
Hello again, my man.
Just wanna get my
What's on
job
your
done.
mind?
Anything that makes my job easier. Soviet, Bibi, Soviet. Kok kita nggak bisa temenan sama dia sih? Oke, review dulu ya. Close the waterlock on Wednesday. Pissing competition. Ya nanti aja pay for damages ya, lagi ditabung. Track down your badge. Joyce's info on the lynching. The victim's tato, who made the call reporting the crime. Track down gun. Find one armor piece. Getting the hangman boots, nggak usah. Find a way. Smoker. Ask Rene about Fridge. Ask Kuno. Ask Garte. Read your ledger and the name case. Oke, kita interact sama objek. Abis itu udah ya. Abis itu bubar ya.
An intricate web, it still kind of looks like a map of the stuff.
Udah mending interact.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel.
Kok
From
kagak ada
the
gambarnya
sides of
sih?
his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism, they represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. After rifling the pages with your thumb, the magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. But like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth.
Even when the truth might drive away potential subscribers. True that. Guys, please like and subscribe. But I will always tell the truth. Okay.
Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated.
Ya nggak apa-apa orang dia yang bikin buku.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international
This section
development.
includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign. You flip back to the front of the magazine. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that why they decided to title this one section in Volda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand.
Emang kadang-kadang suka ada sisi eksklusivitas ya dalam taking back my critic, not the time and place.
Through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip-Top Tourney, a critical Mazovian perspective. The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming, if you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip-Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind? Well, there you have it. No reason. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their Mussolini. Why do communists love puerile insults? And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold. Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the clip?
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases.
Oh, jadi dia dulu rajin.
Not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Okay.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But the lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. He is not really saying anything. just standing there, looking at them. Absolutely motionless at first. The threat has passed. He is thankful it has passed. Onto the paper with a brash free hand.
He likes his
similar to the rest of the
pencils.
letters. The wording comes easily. It's
Okay.
almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor. Inspect the victims. Get the body. Interview the cafeteria. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done. It's things to be done and things already done. The composition of
It
reality.
would be nice.
This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The viewers are at home in the mirror or
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete? Mundane?
Sorry,
usual?
aku udah gak pay attention anymore. It's okay, Bagir.
Usual is boring. We don't do that.
Great. That's great. That's
There's
actually what
only
I
so
was
much
thinking
text
too.
I can handle. It's
The
okay.
Hanged Man. Good. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Is 2 cases a week a good living?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay. We all do, sooner.
Like a fan of girls, the check. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murder. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location. And the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article free. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together. But it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses it. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity.
I like
Officers
these
use these
details,
titles to
kayak
refer to their work among themselves.
it made it felt real, kayak I'm immersed gitu loh. I'm so immersed. It persists in every using titles to work. I see.
Your secret is safe with the rotten cabbage of papers in your hand. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Aduh, nanti aja ya. Kalau guys, aku udah mulai. You know what? You know what? You know what? Karena ada yang nonton Office for Family nggak guys di Netflix? Aku udah lama nggak nonton itu.
In the back, you see thin, then rip them from the binder and hand them out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. The rest of the stinking
Yeah, I think I
circulars
can
is much
interact with
worse
this.
for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Nanti dulu deh guys, kayak aku mau udahan tapi happy banget ya akhirnya jasadnya bisa turun dari pohon. Setelah 3 jam ya, 3,5 jam guys. Aku mau break dulu ya kayaknya. Nggak, mungkin besok lanjut, mungkin enggak. Mungkin ntar malam lanjut, mungkin enggak. We'll see. Tapi aku cukup puas dengan progres hari ini meskipun kita mentalnya lumayan breakdown gara-gara dikatain kuno mulu hari ini, but I'm glad we made powerful friends dan meaningful progress dan akhirnya mayatnya nggak bergantung lagi di pohon. At least objektif kita tercapai hari ini. Wow. Thank you so much ya yang udah nemenin nih Bagir setia sampai akhir. Terus sempat ada Wanti, sempat ada Kaile juga, sempat ada Little Ung, Detektif Kyoya, Ching, terus ada Ahmad kan, tadi ada Ahmad, terus ada Maulana, terus ada siapa lagi nih? Oh iya, Bang Drizer sama Bang Ensar sama siapa lagi ya tadi? Kali aja sama kali aja tadi. Udah sih. Lovely sekali, aku merasa. Oh ya, Bang Rudi sama Bang Rudi ya. Tadi sempat ada Bang Rudi sama Ahmad, sama Bang Jako juga deng, sama ada Jen. Terima kasih banyak ya udah nemenin ya. Aku mau istirahat dulu, tapi aku sudah happy sekali dengan progres ini guys. Happy, produktif. Happy. Oh, kok belum ada yang bisa level up? Oh, nanti aja kali ya. Oke. Put ledger away. Oke. Save dulu, jangan lupa ya.
We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez. Of course, a radical centrist. In these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies.
Kenapa gue jadi main lagi?
Sober thinking.
Karena ada klikannya tadi guys. Gue nggak tahu bisa balik lagi apa nggak, jadi ladenin bentar ya.
It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience.
First, where is this kingdom of conscience? No more talk, sign me up a passport. No, I'm too fiery for this watercolor. I'm ready to develop more extreme and interesting.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
Okay, how do you bring about those circles? That's enough. Search your head.
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place.
Benar.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability.
Iya.
Real lasting change can only come
Betul,
about gradually,
ya, alon-alon asal kelakon.
by increment. The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
I'm all ears.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
I'm all ears and all in, up in.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow? That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now.
Enggak, kita mencapai kingdom of conscience nih ya katanya nih. Kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe. Bagir ini, maaf ya jadi lanjut lagi, tapi you know what? Post kapitalis, post nasionalis, post industrial, post ideological, and even post pas ini, kenapa tidak? Karena what's already going on in here is shit guys. Jadi LFG ya. Internalize. Kenapa nggak mau? Oh, unlock. Caranya unlock gimana? Jadi nggak bisa internalize. Jadi space-nya cuma dikit tapi gimana sih? Unlock a new thought to research the thought. Ya udah nanti aja tapi alhamdulillah. Get my shit together. Oke, beneran bubar. Save game. Save. Oke. Terima kasih semuanya, aku beneran bubar ya. Kita mendapatkan Kingdom of Consciousness ya. Cool. Oke, terima kasih semuanya. Thank you so much. I'm having lots of fun. Bye bye.